Hey everyone, have you ever felt like you were being treated unfairly? Judged not for who you are, but for the group people think you belong to? That's discrimination. It's making a distinction about someone based on a category, not on their individual merit. This isn't a new problem. Throughout history, we've seen it happen time and time again. Think about the stories in the Bible. The Israelites were seen as inferior by Pharaoh's people. Early followers of Christ were often judged as not knowing the scriptures well enough. Tax collectors were labeled as liars and thieves, and prostitutes were seen as outcasts. These are all forms of discrimination, where a whole group of people were written off because of a label. Let's dive into one of these stories. Moses, the Israelites, and Pharaoh. In Exodus chapter 5, Moses goes to Pharaoh with a message from God. "Let my people go so that they may hold a festival to me in the wilderness." Pharaoh, who had enslaved the Israelites to build his kingdom, was power-hungry. He was more concerned with his quotas and his project than with their freedom or their faith. He flat-out refuses. He doesn't just say no, he makes their lives even harder, punishing them for even asking. Moses confronts him, warning him that God will judge his unfairness. Imagine the courage that took. Have you ever been in a situation, maybe at work or even at home, where it was scary to speak up against unfairness? You might fear losing your job or creating tension. For Moses and the Israelites, their very lives were on the line. Moses could have been killed for challenging the most powerful man in the land. This kind of thing still happens today, doesn't it? Maybe you've experienced discrimination at work, at school, or in your community. Thankfully, in many workplaces, we have resources like HR to help mediate and address these issues. But what about when it happens within our own communities, or even among fellow believers? What does God do in this story? After Pharaoh's cruel response, God speaks to Moses. He basically says, "I see what's happening. I see how they're treating you, and I will rescue you from their power." It's a powerful reminder. An interesting thing to consider is the link between power and discrimination. It seems that the more power a person or group has, the greater the temptation to look down on or mistreat others. It's a timeless lesson on the human condition. We've only just scratched the surface of this topic. I want to continue this conversation, so be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for part 2. Thanks for watching.